Okay, here's a deaerator in a power plant. This part here is the deaerator. It's the deaerator storage tank. We have the safety valves on the end of the deaerator. This is the vent system. This line here is an orifice in it, so there's always a slight amount of steam coming out, get rid of any non-condensable gases. Then there's a manual valve along the side you open up for startup, just to get all the air out of this. This is the steam coming off the flash tank, blow down flash tank for the boiler. Just be continuous blow down. Take a slipstream of water out of the steam drum. It's 2400 psi. It's flashed in the tank. The steam returns to the deaerator for deaerating the water, and the condensate goes back to the surface condenser where it'll be cleaned up in the polishers. These lines here are coming from the high pressure steam turbines leak off, the governor valves and stop valves. It's used for heating also. Another view looking down, startup vents, safety valves. Down here's the recirc valves for the main feed pumps. These are recirc valves, or stop block valves, are usually right by the low pressure source. You don't have a lot of flashing in the pipe. These are down by the pump. You'd have a pressure drop, you'd have steam and water, have a lot of water hammer problems and erosion from high velocities. Feed water heater 5 drain, steam coming from the flash tank. Down here's the level columns for your storage tank. This is the roof shot. These are the vents off the deaerator. You want to have a little bit of steam come out. You don't want it blowing hard, and you don't want any steam at all. You got to have a little bit. This ensures that you are getting the air out of the water. These are the stacks for the safeties. This is inside the deaerator. Your trays will sit right back here. It's kind of an access door to get into the trays. Spray nozzles sit above. This would be a steam space around it. Steam comes in the bottom. Side view of the deaerator. This would be the FRA return here. Up here's the condensate coming back from the condensate pumps. This is fan room air heating, condensate returning. There's a little bit of heat value in it to help produce steam, heat, feed water. These are the BTVs, bleeder trip valves. They're a check valve that have a spring assist close on it, just to ensure the energy inside the deaerator does not get back to the turbine. Here's the control valve for a BTV. This air line's coming off the main turbine. When you latch the turbine, puts air pressure on this. Uses air pressure on the cylinder to release the spring tension. That way the check valves will work on their own as a regular check valve. Down here's a drain valve. The lines drop down. We have drain valves on all the low point drains on the steam lines. These work off the turbine system. They maintain there's no water, then they'll set on the drain valve system with the rest of the drains. Here's inside the storage tank. A lot of ribs. Down here you have drain valves between each section. Vortex breaker for the feed pump. Up here's the return dropping in from the deaerator. You can kind of see the water level. Looks kind of like a shadow, but usually where it runs at. That can be the high water level. Usually have about 115 inches in here. They'll give you about 3 minutes runtime. Another view showing drains, vortex breaker, just some of the rib framing. This runs about 60 pounds pressure when the plant's running full load. Another view of the deaerator, manway. It's feed water heater 5 coming back in. Basically feed water heater 7 goes to 6, 6 goes to 5, then it comes back in here. Up here's your condensate pump discharge. Comes off feed water heaters 1, 2, and 3. Steam coming in from the flash tank. Back here's the FRA line. Fan room air heating. This is down where the warm-ups for the boiler feed pumps come in. This will be on the high pressure main feed pump. These are used to keep water going through the feed pump to keep it warm when it's shut down for startup. Back here we have some of the recirc lines coming back. These would be from the booster pump, the return here, and the startup feed pump. So there are recircs here down on the lower floors. Not much of a pressure drop, temperature drop, so they recircs down below and they come back to the storage tank. This is the high pressure pump recircs. They sit up here by the deaerator. If they were lower, you'd have a hot water, you'd have quite a temperature drop. You'd have steam and water, high velocities in the pipe, and chance of water hammering. This is the outlet to the boiler feed pumps. Comes out of the storage tank. See some more drains. Hydrazine is injected further down the line for oxygen scavenger. That's it.